want you to imagine we're watching the sayonara, the valedictory, the goodbye of Justin Trudeau, and he's drunk. Or if it was Macron, and he was drunk. Or if, name it, name the person. You would have seen and heard an absolute cacophony, a cacophony of reaction. And it would have been brutal. Not one person, not one in this horrible, rancid, left-wing, horrid media, not one person reported anything of it. Nothing. If it were Trump, it'd be his orange face, how he held the water, how he walked, how every little idiosyncratic gesture. This is why these people are through, done. Absolutely, positively true. Do you know what's happening right now? Zelensky's talking. He realizes it's over. It's done. He's making some last minute gesture of something regarding NATO, and Trump is just sitting back, and they're coming to Mar-a-Lago. Trudeau's coming. Everybody's coming. They're going berserk. They're going berserk. And what I want the president and everybody to understand is we have to change the way we think. Now, before we begin, I want to tell you something right now. This is it. I don't know if they're going to continue it tomorrow or not. But Black Friday ends today. And there is absolutely life-saving equipment, material, merchandise, food, camping equipment, water purification, everything you can think of as the world talks more about World War III, weather control, you name it. My friends, preparewithlionel.com. I don't know what word, what invitation. I don't know if there's anything that I could ever say without sounding like I'm a doomsayer. But you've been warned. Don't get caught flat-footed. Preparewithlionel.com. This is it. December starts over. I don't know what they're going to do. Now's the time. That's it. You're smart. You're wise. That's all I got to tell you. Now, let me tell you what I want to do. First and foremost, I want to talk a little bit about free speech. First and foremost to me is free speech. And the thing that we have got to do, is we have got to remove this stranglehold that we have over people who dare to want to hear another perspective. Let me show you what happened on the front page of the New York Post today. Or not today, but recently, because it changes. It says, the final insult. Biden picks up anti-Israel book during Black Friday shopping with family. It's called The 100 Years War on Palestine, a history of settler colonialism and resistance, 1917 to 2017, by Rashid Khalidi. This is considered by half of, if not all the world, as the correct perspective on the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. I'm not going to get into that because most people here don't give a goddamn about it one way or the other, and it's okay. I understand. There's a lot to grasp. But I know what really grabs people's attention, and nobody goes to sleep at night thinking, we got to get to the bottom of this. I understand it. I get it. But this is not an anti-Israel perspective. The New York Post, the Fox News, everybody, this everybody. I cannot believe, why do so many people, smart people, brilliant people, not understand the issue here? Why is it always anti-Israel? But you know what? Watch me pivot. God, how I respect them. I respect this stranglehold. I'm telling you right now, I mean, it is incredible. He reads a book about to the New York Post. There is no Palestinian perspective. It's Israel and everybody else is wrong. That's it. They don't even budge. They don't make any effort to even dare. They don't care. And you know what? I respect that. How I want to have a stranglehold on the entire Congress so that nobody dares say anything against MAGA or Trump. We're not going to hear that. Why do so many Americans have this absolute insane, this passion about Israel or against Palestine when they don't care anything about our own country? They don't even care. Please tell me that. I don't understand. You hear what I'm saying? I'm not arguing one way or the other. We need to figure out how they do it because nobody listens to us. Nobody cares about us. Nobody cares. It's the most incredible thing in the world I've ever seen. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what we have to say about any of this stuff. I recently saw there was an art. It was a conversation with, I forget, somebody with Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. I don't think I would like him as a person. I think from the whole Gilmore argument, he comes across like a real jerk. But he is absolutely fearless when it comes to his thoughts regarding Palestine. And I admire that. I don't like him. I don't think I would want to spend any time with him. And Gilmore takes exactly the easy way. Ukraine, he figures, screw this. Where is our passion for this? Why don't people worry about pissing us off? Why? They don't. They don't. I swear to you. I did something the other day on the New World Order. Do you believe there's a New World Order? Of course there is. Of course there is. And we have different things where, sometimes I won't go into the specifics of this, but I was docked, so to speak. For what? For what? And it happens on platforms. Where is my freedom of speech? I don't want the New York Post or anybody else not to be able to speak. But don't you love the way they say it? Biden gets a book to find out the perspective of settler colonialism, which has been from Elon Pape to the world. And the New York Post says anti-Israel. Unbelievable. That's like the people who say anti-science. You're anti-science. They did the same thing. We need that. I want to have that absolute, this focused passion about our free speech. Ours. I want to be able to say what we do. How dare anybody? It's incredible. And it's suddenly you've got Stefanik, you've got Marco Rubio, you've got, I mean, they're people, they are going crazy over Israel. And our country, what about the Americans saying, well, I don't know. America doesn't get it. They don't understand it. They don't even understand it. There are people I know who say, look, I tend to agree with this, but why is this? Why is there this insanity, this craze? But the opposite doesn't get. Let me give you an example. Liz Kruger. I told you about her this today. This is the state senator, the New York state senator, who wants New York to secede from the nation. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Secede from the nation. If you ask me, that's seditious conspiracy. She's advocating insurrection. She wants to secede. And nobody says anything. Nobody on the left, nobody says, nothing. Nothing. But Joe Biden holds a book. He's just holding a book he bought. He could read it to think, what is this crap? No, they don't know. He's anti-Israel, the last straw. You can't buy this vigilance. Meanwhile, we have this Liz Kruger who wants to secede along with 3 other states. This is secession. This is the Civil War. Should she be arrested? What do you think they did to Jefferson Davis? What does secession mean? There's nothing in the Constitution about it. Do you understand what's happening with this? This is what January 6th is all about. Where are these people? No money. Nobody. If you ask Elise Stefan, hey, what about this? If you ask Marco Rubio, what about this? What about this? Anything about Israel? No. Oh, no. I'm not worried about that. No, you want to secede? What? We've got to get our country back. It's lost its mind. It's lost its way. Let me tell you again so that you don't misunderstand me. You can think anything you want about Israel, Palestine, Gaza. I don't care. That's not what I'm saying. It's the attention. It's the attention. Can you imagine if Biden had some book about a biography of Golda Meir? Somebody says, how dare he writes his book about that genocidal maniac. I'd say, whoa, wait a minute. This is a book about history. No, if it were flipped, I'd say the same thing. I'd say, what are you doing? It's an opinion. And I waste my time with this country because they don't get it. Because this country walks around with his head up its ass. It doesn't understand. We have a country of people who just don't, they don't really get it. I don't know what they get. They know YMCA. They love it. Can we move on from that? No, not yet. They just want to talk about YMCA. They think this is what? Being MAGA, being conservative? Is this it? Conservatism is dead. It's absolutely dead. Tomorrow, the topic is going to be, why isn't Anthony Fauci indicted or incarcerated? And will he be? Why? What do you have to do to lie to the world? We shut down the world over a virus. It's not to say there is no virus. It's not to say that. I'm not saying that. Not saying that. Shut it down? Everything? You know who was right? Bobby Kennedy was right. 100% correct. Is Bobby Kennedy going to get any moment of reprieve? Anybody going to say, okay, Bobby, we're sorry. You were right, Bobby. We made a mistake. Sorry, Bob. Hell no. Of Of course not. Is there going to be any kind of a hearing to find out what went wrong? Is this going to happen again? Is this going to happen again? Who was responsible for this? Who was responsible? Who is required? And yet I meet these people. I don't know about you, but they're it's the weirdest thing in the world. It's the weirdest thing. I'm in the middle and I'm trying to find somebody who understands what I'm talking about. And something happened the other day. What was it? They were talking. Somebody brought up a thing about pizza. I thought, oh no, we're not going to do that again, are we? Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Whoa. They love that. They love this stuff. I cannot tell you. I'm thinking, okay, you're out of the picture here. You're out of the picture. No, don't bring that up. Don't say pizza. Don't say it. Don't say it. Oh God. Who are these people? Where are they from? I'm trying to figure out, okay, you're no good. Would you help me out of there? No. Bobby Kennedy was pretty good there. Bobby Kennedy was pretty good. Have you noticed with Bobby Kennedy, though, how he and Shmuley Boteach, they were like asshole buddies. Remember that? And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I mean, it was the most incredible thing in the world. What happened with it? We don't understand it. So, okay. And Bobby, now, are we going to have some kind of a hearing, Bobby? I know you're going to be in charge of it. Are we going to have a hearing to find out what happened? Are you going to move? Is the Department of Justice going to move to incarcerate? I promise you, you've got more, oh my God, more perjury, more obstruction of justice, changing with the emails and everything. Is anything going to happen with Fauci? Anything? And if it doesn't, what do we need to do? Why aren't we doing this? I don't even understand this. Again, my country is like, do you recognize what's happening here? I don't understand this. We have so many things we need to do. And I know it's just started. Listen, I'm gonna give everybody. I think that Elon Musk is driving those CNN people crazy. Good. I don't care if Elon Musk, if they build on a wing, I don't care if his mother's there or he's there or anybody's there. I don't care. It doesn't matter. If he can do something to help fix this place, do it. But we've got to get down to business. And the thing is, they don't fear us. They don't fear us in the least. They don't fear us. We still can't say what we want. We still live in a world where the first thing the government's got to do was to say, we're changing everything. Section 230 gets repealed. That's it. Second thing, this becomes a utility. It's not privately owned anymore. You can't limit ILED. You say what you want and you're going to. No. It's like having a phone company where, well, on this Verizon plan, if you say the word Trump, your phone call drops. What? You can't do that. We have to change everything. Where is the willpower? Where is the focus? I hope it's there. I'll give them a chance. It's not even December yet. I'll give them a chance. But what I'm afraid is they're going to forget. I mentioned this to you before, and I'm going to say it again about free speech. Free speech is everything to me. You know, My Pillow. Remember when Mike Lindell came out, he just wanted to sell his pillows. They're great. We've got them all over the place. And the slippers. We've been a My Pillow family forever. Okay. And then he decided that they decided that what he said did not comport with their worldview. So what happened was they tried to destroy him. We can't let that happen. We can't. He's still standing. So let me tell you something. You can call it what you want. Christmas is around the corner, Christmas shopping. I don't care. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. What this guy did, what he went through. Let me explain a couple of things to you. You know how they have the thought police? The thought police. And this is a way a lot of folks would get away with murder. You see, what they would do is they would say, see, as long as the federal government is not actually as long as the federal government is not shutting down your speech, it's okay. See, if private people shut down your speech, that's not okay. If private people do that, it's not okay. And I said, well, how do you figure that out? Well, because the First Amendment only applies, as you know, to the government. And as long as the government is not doing, and people believe this, as long as the government's not doing everything, it's okay. As long as the government's not doing. Really? Yeah, I see. Well, let me tell you something that happened. Years ago, there was this public accommodations law that came about. And they would say to people, excuse me, you're going to have to let that guy into your restaurant. He's black, or that guy into your restroom, or that guy in the water fountain. You're going to have to do that. Excuse me, I'm a privately owned business. Excuse me, this is a public accommodation. You are open to the public. We're going to extrapolate that. That's what we need to do here. We have to demand free speech. We have to demand it. It's got to be it's got to be everything that we're about. Everything. We have to live and breathe it. And whenever they come after anybody, we have to go crazy. And it doesn't mean doing the YMCA dance. See, this is why I can't stand the Republicans. They're full of shit. They don't do anything. Hey, did you see the gray gut bucket? I'll send it to you. No, don't do it. No, it's really good. Boy, did you see Hannity was on with Newt Gingrich? Boy, it was great. I'll send it to you. No. Oh, now Joe Rogan, it's a different story. See, Joe Rogan said, I'm not gonna meet with Zelensky. It was beautiful. That's beautiful. I hope you're following hope you're subscribed. I talked about that. Talked about Meathead. Meathead's leaving Twitter. It's very interesting. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Oh, no. It's a different story. Zelensky says, oh no, NATO. I want to get out of NATO. What does this mean? I swear to God, I have these Republican people that I know, and they are the most boring goddamn people I've ever met. They are just the worst, and they don't understand anything. Here's the stories I did today. Liz Kruger, Meathead, leaves Twitter. They like that because they just hate him. AOC, they're saying is going to be in 2028. It's actually going to be Gavin Newsom. They're talking about that. And Joe Rogan turns down Zelensky. Okay. Now, let me tell you what I deal with. There's 2, maybe 3 Republican kind of clubs. These are the creme de la creme, right? These are like Pilgrim, who says, I know Uncle E, it gets frustrating. Yes, it's unbelievable. Let me give you an example, Pilgrim, and thank you, sir. They have this story. They have this, I get these things, and it says, America, oh God, not America. They'll do some like little pictures, and they have the Israeli flag and the Ukrainian flag, and I realize they have no idea what they're talking about because they think that to be a conservative, you must take on these two things. There's no black and white, gray, nothing. F. Scott Fitzgerald said, the key to a superior mind is to be able to handle two or more different, seemingly opposing ideas simultaneously without losing your mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? Does this make any sense to you? We need to completely, maybe you know how to do it. I don't know how to deal with these people. I don't know how to, I'm thinking to myself, what are we going to do? I've got so much to talk. I don't want to sit around and do the YMCA dance all day long. I don't want to talk about Kamala being drunk just for the sake of being drunk. I want to say, do you understand what this looks? Why does she do this? Why does she appear twice with the same clothes? Is it a message she's sending? I don't understand it. How did they allow this? Why are they doing this? What is the point of this? Are they trying to just make us look bad so that when they go out? I don't know. We live in a world where I guarantee you, these three groups I'm thinking of, not one of them has ever emailed any of their representatives. Let me give you an example. I think I've told you this. You've got to have an email account. I know people, one in particular, who says, I have my phone. I don't even have a laptop. I don't even know how people survive without a laptop. I don't even know how they do it. Pilgrim says, I buy boxes of U.S. Constitutions and pass them out. God bless you. You know, they have a lot of these. You can buy these various organizations will have this one. This one here you can buy. You can have your name embossed in the front. It's very, very nice. It's a start unless you explain kind of how this thing works. But anyway, thank you, sir. So during the course of all this, as I'm trying to explain all this, Jazz, I'm trying to say, listen, this is the war. So I was speaking fairly recently. I said, how many of you have ever emailed your representative? Like I said, I know somebody who doesn't even have a laptop, doesn't even have nothing. They don't, just a phone, not even an iPad or anything, nothing. How do you live like this? You should have, as I do, and you can have an email address that you always send out. You can have a form. Make sure it looks legitimate, and it should say have both senators, your congressperson, your state senator, assemblyman, whatever. You don't go county, but have all of their names there so that they see you're emailing the other person and the other person sees you're emailing them. And you put at the top, third time, no response, fourth response, nobody's calling me back. This is my number. Do this. Please stay there. And whatever it is, tell me what you're doing to pass legislation to stop puberty blockers, whatever's on your mind. Out of this entire group, not one hand went up. They never emailed, sent, called ever their congressperson, but they watch Fox News and Greg Kelly or whoever the hell it is. I don't even know who. I don't understand it. I said, there are people who read this. This goes into they don't bleach bit it like Andy would say. This is critical. You've got to call not one person, but they got their Israeli flag and their Ukrainian flag. And they do the YMCA and they're all going to go to Mar-a-Lago. Hey, do you want to go to they're having bus trips. You want to go to the inauguration? Shit, no. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't get near that. I wouldn't get near it. No way. Oh, dear God. No. Ugh. This isn't And it's like it's like a fan club for them. I know people who want to go to Mar-a-Lago just to take a picture with. I don't know. It's like, what do you think this is? Taylor Swift? He's the president. We're in the fight for our lives. Do you know what the issues are? I don't understand. I don't grasp it. I don't understand. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just stupid. I want to. Another one. The issue came out today whether AOC could run in 28. Okay. If you think she can't get elected, you're not paying attention. But these same people, oh, she's stupid. Oh, she's a joke. Excuse me. Do you remember Kamala? She came this. They could have put her in if they wanted to. And you know what would have happened? If they decided with all of this, tailwind and all of this momentum, if Trump would have lost again, you know what they would have done? You would have said, oh, well. And they would have shut down everybody. You'd be called an election denier. Wikipedia would retool. All of the others would get done. You would have your site shut down or whatever it is because you're an election denier. And they put some little Wikipedia fact on there. And nothing would happen. Nothing. Let me say this again. Listen to me carefully. If after all we went through and this excitement, if election night, if they said, hey, look at this. She just squeaked out Pennsylvania. She just squeaked out Wisconsin. Hey, look at this. And you said, wait a minute. That didn't happen. Nothing would happen. Remember right after, I think even Rogan was talking about this. They showed the 20 numbers. Remember that? Anything happened with that? No. But you show a picture of Joe Biden holding a book that dares to suggest that maybe the Palestinians have a point of view. That's it. They go nuts. Not this. So we got a real problem, my friends. It's not us. It's them. It's our brothers and sisters. It's our, how do we say this? It's our people. The ones that supposedly share our ideas. They're great. They love Trump. They go to Mar-a-Lago. They do the YMCA. They wear the hat. We're winning, and they love it. And they feel, and they want to laugh at the Democrats, and they were happy Thanksgiving because I said, what's going to happen in 2028? I don't know. It's like, start thinking. Gavin Newsom's going to do it. Oh, he's great. That's the way they are. Everything. Oh, yeah. What are you talking about? And here's the best part. We are I'm going to say this. We are the smart ones. We're the enlightened ones. We're the conspiracists. By saying that. We understand how this thing works. When we see Klaus Schwab, we say, see, there it is. There it is. World Economic Forum, right there. New World Order, globalism, right there. Soros, there he is. Bill Gates, there he is. Bilderberg, there it is. What do you need to know? We say this. You know what they say at these Republican groups? What are you talking about? World who? Oh, that. We are our own worst enemy. Every time I hear I'm proud to be an American, but at least I know I'm free. Are we free? We free? Compared to what? When I hear that, people go into a mind, kind of like it's this hypnotic, this hypnogenic mantra. They just YMCA, the gayest song, which is fine, of all the songs. What does YMCA, proud to be an American, I got it. What about in the Navy? You can spend the 7 seas in the Navy. Okay, it's too late now. YMCA. It's the stupidest song. I love it. The YMCA. What does this have to do? It's a catchy song. I think Women I've Never Had by Hank Williams Jr. probably is better too. This is the most. Am I the only one? Am I the only one here? Am I the only one? Seriously. Elizabeth Burleson, ladies and gentlemen, says, I'm confused. I'm not sure what you are going on about. You say you don't like Republicans or the YMCA dance. I'm trying to figure out what is making you so angry. Oh, dear God. Does everybody understand what I just said? Thank you, Elizabeth. Does everybody understand what I just said? Does everybody understand what I just said? We are facing absolute disaster. We are on the brink of World War III. And I'm asking, what does the YMCA dance? Does this, oh my God. Pilgrim says, we can't talk about the Uniparty too much and rhinos. The Republicans are not us. I'm talking about those people who just want to sit around and dance. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do? Is that it? Maybe I'm missing this. Is that what everybody wants to do? No, it's not the YMCA. Oh my God. It's not the song. Do you know what's happening right now? Do you know what is okay? Let's have fun. Let's just sing YMCA. Let's just let's just let's just do that, and that's all. And after we're done, what happens then? What happens then? Where are we going? Do you think? I love the fact that they're getting upset about Elon, and I love the fact that he's going to go after with Doge and everything. But do you know what they're going to plan? Do you think they're going to leave Trump alone? Do you think that we're kind of? I understand we just won, but I'm saying, do you not understand that I'm thinking way down the line here? I'm saying I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to give these people 4 years to catch their breath. Does that make sense to you? Is that my look at this? Kay says, it's hopeless, Lionel. Keep going. People will get it eventually, maybe. Thank you. Do you know what's going to happen in 4 years? Do you know if you are not seriously? I got it. I got the YMCA thing. That was wonderful. Okay. Loved it. Proud to be an American. Loved it. Enough. Does anybody also know? I mean, I can't with this Republican Party, they love all this masculine stuff. This is one of the gayest songs ever. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to be. How did we get to this? Do you not find that odd? Just like Liz, oh, forget this one. Liz Kruger asking to secede from the nation, which makes January 6th look like a walk in the park. And the Democrats are saying nothing. They're saying absolutely nothing. What the hell are we doing here? I mean, this is the most important thing in the world. Where is anybody going? Do you know? And I'm going to try this again. Instead of just singing YMCA, which I know you love, I wish somebody would announce or stand up and say, we have a pack. It's called the MAGA pack or MAPAC instead of, APAC or CPAC. It's the MAPAC, MAGA political action. And we are going to target and primary Liz Kruger. We're going to stop this goddamn singing and we're going to go after and show these people that we mean business. See, the Democrats don't have a song. They mean business. And that with Fannie Willis, with her case in Georgia, every single one of these cases is going to go bye-bye. Let me try this. While everybody was dancing to the YMCA, which was great, why didn't they go on and blast Adam Schiff? Let him have it. Even pick somebody who is more left than he is. Remember this one? Adam Schiff, enemy number one. What did they do about him? Nothing. You let Steve Garvey do it? There's no organization. The Democrats would have been all over you. Soros puts in DAs and prosecutors. What do? YMCA. And you're happy with that. You see, that's great. Hola, Uncle Lenny. Mexico and Canada are scared as caca for Trump's tariffs. How's Mrs. L? We miss her tonight. Oh, bless her heart. She's doing great. Do you see what's happening here? This is the thing which is the most important. This is the most important. And it is true that they're worried about tariffs. And I love that fact. But why didn't they primary him? You know that this is going to happen. It's going to be in 4 years before you even know it. And I'm not saying they should stop now and be worried about this, but that's the stuff I want to hear. Let me explain something. This is where I don't fit in. This isn't a party. This isn't Taylor Swift. This isn't a joke. I don't want to dance YMCA. Enough. I mean, this is okay. I got it. And they're all dancing it because they like Trump. Okay. They don't know what Trump's about, but they like Trump. Good. I'll take that for a while. I'll take that. What's going to happen next? Is Bobby Kennedy going to unleash? Do you want to get down to brass tacks? Do you want him right now? Start talking about what went on with this world. Do you remember that? Do you remember? I want him right now to tell them, we're coming after you. We're not even going to wait till we're coming after you now. I just let them know because they're going to do this again. You do know that this is not the only health problem we're going through, right? You do know that. This is not it. This was a dress rehearsal. This is the part that's next. Free speech is done. Who is going to be in charge? And I want to hear more from Elon on this. Section 230. They've got to get rid of it. They've got to get rid of this. They've got to make the internet a public utility. That's the way it's done. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear all about that stuff. I want to talk about how he's going to make sure that we are never, ever going to hear anybody talk about. And it's so odd as we're singing YMCA to talk about kids who are being offended or affected by, puberty blockers and the like. What's going to happen? What's going to happen right now? And this is very important. And the fact that Joe Rogan said no to Zelensky is the biggest thing. Joe Rogan is probably more important than most people. Where is this going next? That's what I want to know. This is the time. Let me explain something. If you think, and I hope to God, Trump, there's some talk about him. Is he going to pardon? I think Biden's going to pardon his own son, but I want you to understand something. You got to let me know something which is very, very serious. We got to find out. You got to tell me right now. Maybe this isn't for everybody. Maybe I'm not your cup of tea. Maybe this is it. Maybe, maybe you're a Fox News group. Nothing wrong with that. They're very popular. I'm not. That's not my thing. I don't get a kick out of that. It means nothing to me. It's stupid. I've been through this. I love my country, and I don't just sing it between YMCA and flipping a flag. I am scared for this place. Really scared. Do you know what happens? Pick a part of the world. Pick a part of the world. Tell me the part that's not important. Do you know what happens when Trump deals with the BRICS countries? No, of course not. I could go into Mar-a-Lago right now, say, who knows about BRICS? Forget about his people do. Nobody even knows it because we have been infantilized so much. And while it's wonderful, oh, by the way, somebody says, why is Mark Zuckerberg there? Because he's scared out of his mind. Because he wants to work with Trump. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like this censorship. He was never a part of this. This whole thing, the whole Facebook stuff was a joke. It was In-Q-Tel, DARPA, and he was a part of this mythical, manufactured story about how he came up with this groovy thing. There were a lot of people in Silicon Valley who actually wanted to do good. Their whole thing wasn't about to limit free speech, but it was taken over. That's the thing. And if ever and that's Elon's thing. That's absolutely Elon's thing. But I want them to get scared. And they're not scared. I don't want to give them a moment's note. I don't want to give them a moment of breathing. I don't want anything. This is terrific. You won. Great. Let's go. That was what? It's going to be very soon, a month from now. How long do you want to do this? You serious about this? I am. I'm dead serious. Do you know it takes absolutely. Let me tell you what my fear is. We're going to forget. We're going to get cocky again. Trump's going to get soft. Trump's going to be, because there's no ruthless in him at all. None. He has none of that in him. The only time I see ruthless is when I see, these folks talk about anti-Semitic campus speech. And that's another thing. Does it not bother you that in this country, you can actually have your life, your career ruined because you dared to participate in a pro-Palestinian march on a campus? Does that bother you? No. Wait. Does that bother you? Anybody? Remember what they did years ago to little Stephen? He's turned a kind of a little weirdo about Trump. But when he decided to go after Sun City and after apartheid, they destroyed him. Do you understand this? Trump's going to be nice again. He's going to enjoy this stuff. He's going to revel in, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. He needs somebody to bring him back in. But after what he's been through, when that final court case goes away, and he will have just done it. He did it. We did it. And also, he's got to thank the fact that he had the worst candidate. Let me ask you a question which you're not going to like. I know the YMCA crowd is not going to like this. Can you look at me and tell me, honest to God, that we would have had the same result if any other candidate had run against Trump? Can you say that? Can you tell me, for example, that let's say, Gavin Newsom, not as sloppy seconds to Joe Biden, but Gavin Newsom, guy comes up, tells his stuff, does his spiel. Do you think that Trump's victory was guaranteed, or does the fact that his opponent was the worst? And I know we had the Amish drive-by. I know we had some others, and that was great. Why do you think that was? Was it purely Trump, or was it the fact that they threw in the worst possible candidate in the history of humankind? Do you think? Do you really think it's 100%, no matter what? No matter what. Not somebody from the Biden administration, but somebody new. Somebody who just goes in there and trashes Biden. I'm Gavin Newsom, and Biden was the worst. This is what we need to do. Lay off of the climate, go more tack towards the middle. Dick Morris always said that. You tack left, tack right, and then tack towards the middle. If you can tell me, and if there had been that little bit more of a, and then where the steel is in, where it's not too big to rig, you can't say that. You can't. It's just so, I mean, everything happened. The miraculous, when he, it's funny. I don't even know if people even remember that now. But the fact that they tried to kill him. The thing that hurts us the most is when we have this idea that we're like on a mandate from God, that we're so good and so great and so powerful, that we're so cool and so groovy and so everything, that there's no way we can lose. That's the stuff that kills us every single time. Do they have the people set up to go after the Democratic Party? There is a chance for them to get their big money. This is where Elon and his other money people, they've got to put in some ringers in there. You've got to develop somebody. The same way Israel came up with Hamas. Israel developed Hamas to go after Fatah and Arafat. Didn't work out that well, but the point is, it's like introducing a sterile mosquito or something. You can just destroy the Democratic Party by either promoting AOC against more of the Pelosi crowd, because this is going to be a battle against the California group. This is going to be Pelosi and the Newsoms and the D'Alessandros and the Browns against everybody else. Now is the time to do this. To also push the Bernie crowd. See, the Bernie crowd would hate the Gavin Newsom crowd. Hate him. Bernie's legit. So you push Bernie in and you form a crack in that. Who's thinking that? That's what I want to do. Because they're sitting back and they're laughing. They're saying, oh, we'll take a breather here. We got plenty of time. We'll take plenty of time. We've had both houses. What are they going to do? What's the agenda? Are they going to tell Jim Jordan, now listen, Jim, and same thing with you, John Kennedy, you're not going to just sit around and do these stupid things and do your YMCA kind of stuff that you do because, we love to watch those great moments where you just, those zingers. Listen, I got to tell you something. This is war. I don't think people really realize this. And that's what scares me. I get this namby-pamby. I'm just so happy we won. Yay! Oh my God. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? Like the Yankees? We won the pennant. We sit back and we come back next season. Yay! We have a ticker tape parade. That's what scares me. We've never understood politics. They're sitting back and they're saying, watch this. We need a little bit of a breather. Maybe this is maybe this is a kick in the pants. Maybe we're not going to let another one. Maybe we're going to come back stronger than ever. We'll just sit back. This scares me. If you think these people are going to go away, I guarantee you, there are Republicans who would love to sit back, and as long as they can sing their songs and watch Fox News, they are as happy as a pig in shit. They don't care about this at all. I promise you. So long as they get to play Republicans. Yay! Yay! That's what it is. It's what Fox News did. It's what social media did. I don't want to do that. I want to get with Stephen Miller. That's the guy that I want. He's got a killer instinct. He's good. Elon, he's good. Pete Hegseth, I know you love the guy, but come on. All right, whatever. If that's what makes the president happy. Bhattacharya's fantastic. Marty McCary, fantastic. Bobby Kennedy, ooh, great stuff. Elon, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And I hope that there's somebody to explain what it means. And the fact that Trudeau's coming and he's they got to explain what the tariffs mean. Play with us. Do you understand this? Play with us. This is the most important thing in the world. Play with us and we'll work with you. This is funny. Amy says Sun Tzu or General So, one of the two, and The Art of War. Absolutely. The thing about war, the best part is deception. Where is war? Terrain, weather. Before we even get to this stuff, the real General McGregors or Colonel McGregor, they should be a general, are the people who say, before we get to the cause, what do we have? What's the fighting spirit like? Who has home court advantage? Are we going there? Or are they coming here? Can you imagine somebody trying to invest? Can you imagine somebody, seriously, trying to invade us? We would all get along. We'd be savages. Savages. People that we wouldn't even look at 2 weeks ago, now fighting side by side. So do you have a home court advantage or not? That's number one. What are we fighting for? How long have they been doing this? How long? And that New York Post, I can't believe it. He tries to read a book about what's going on, and they're slamming him because of this implicit, pusillanimous, juvenescent look at Middle East. Good guys and bad guys. Manichean bullshit. I can't believe it. So going back to war. When is it? When are we going? Is it going to be ground? Is it infantry? Air? What do we got? Is it at sea? Is it mountain? Is it city? Is it jungle? What time of year is it? Do we have mud? Hell, half of the time, Putin was so good with all that mud. He goes, fuck this. I'm not gonna go in there. Wait. I'm not gonna send my men into the meat grinder. No way. What am I doing? What am I hurrying for? I don't want this. I don't want Kyiv. I want them to back up. I want them out of NATO. I don't want this. Could have had it before. I don't want this. What do I want this for? It was ridiculous. Nobody even understood. Oh, but Putin he wants to reunify Soviet Union. What? Putin said the best line. He says, anybody who doesn't miss the Soviet Union doesn't have a heart. Anybody who wants to go back doesn't have a brain. They didn't even understand this. It was all Victoria Nuland. It was this nonsense. War is, speaking of war, I mean, look at what we did in Vietnam. Look at General Giap. Look what he got. See, this is the guy who says, grab him by the belt. You grab him on the belt. You get so close to the American army that there's no way they can send an infantry and everything else. So I'm going to go after these people. And I want to, first of all, we've got to destroy the media. It still is important to them. If anything else, it'll act as a real blow to their egos. Destroy it. When CNN goes on a dial tone, or when MSDNC is called an MXNBC, that's it. It'll be the thing that is the most it will crush the old guard. It'd be like shutting down the New York Times. I know I don't give a shit about the New York Times, but they do. Symbolism. Why do you think they topple statues? Why do you think when the Nazi was at Nuremberg, where they blew up the swastika? It's symbology, symbolism, the semiotics of vanquishing your people. We're in for the long haul. And we've got to get all these people and not forget them. Not forget them. I want everybody to go back and say, okay, excuse me. Yeah, all you black bartender, barbershop. Yeah, we're not done with you. Come here. Oh, no, that wasn't a photo op. I'm dead serious. Come here. Amish, have you met the Amish? Come on in. This is the tent. Don't let these people go. That wasn't a joke. And it means a lot to them, too. If say President Trump didn't do that just because, okay, let's pat the black people in the head. Okay, there you go. You want to do the YMCA with us? No. Okay, fine. They've got to be serious. They've got to double up because we got midterms coming up. Midterms. Plus, he's a lame duck. He's a lame duck. You understand this? He's a lame duck. So understand kind of where that's going to. He's pivoting. He's got, who is it? Who's in the bench? JD Vance? Maybe. JD, why is he's not really around anywhere. You understand this? And you remember, You can let people, most people don't know what I'm talking about. And they're going to just sit back and joke, and they don't know anything about this because they came in at the last minute. They walked into the movie. They missed the first part. They don't even know anything about it. They don't know history, psephology, elections, nothing. They just know YMCA and this and that, and they can go to their cousin Larry at the Thanksgiving and ha 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 and all that stuff. That's all they know. They don't even know. And the best part is this is the greatest story in the world. You're missing this. This is the greatest chess there is. Do you see what's happening? This is for us down the road. It never ceases to amaze me. We won the election. We just started. That's the first part of it. My whole thing is like, okay, I can rest now. No. I want to change it. I want 4 years where they say to him, thank God he's gone. Oh my God, I don't even recognize the place. That's what I want. That's the thing. And when you tell people this, they get very upset because they always feel like you're insulting them because they don't know anything, because they live in this world of like, this isn't politics. This is a game to them. It's like going into an elevator and showing bad. Excuse me, you should get off the elevator first. Excuse me, you didn't shake my hand. Excuse me, you're rude. It's like they're worried more about the rules of this. They don't know anything about the issues. They just like to sing YMCA. That's exactly what it is. And they'll always get upset with you. Don't talk to me like that. Don't you understand? Hey, I remember in 2020, people got all bent out of shape when I told them, I said, Trump's going to lose this thing. We don't like that attitude of yours. What are you talking about? What is it? What do you want, a grief counselor? I don't know, but we don't like that. I want the adults, and I know they're there. But these people I got to deal with in the street, it's incredible. They don't know anything, nothing. I can't, and I can't blame them. It'd be like me going to a movie or all of a sudden saying, I went to this cricket game. In fact, there used to be a place in Clifton, New Jersey. I think it was Clifton, or either that or Montclair. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But anyway, and these Indians would play cricket on the weekend. And it was great. They had these big teams and they had nice colors and they brought food and it seemed like they were having a hell of a time. It'd be like me showing up one day and sitting around saying, yay! And not knowing why I'm saying yay, but watching them. It's like, this is fun. I like this. You're going to be here next week? Yeah, I'll be back. This is great. What is it? It's called cricket. What's it about? Something. But I like the camaraderie. I like the songs. I like the colors. I like the food. I like this. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the game's about. I don't even know what cricket is. I don't even know I don't even know what the score is. I just like this. That's what I'm dealing with. And really, I saw it in 1985-ish. Well, not maybe, when Rush Limbaugh came and he started to make people into the liberals and the conservatives. And everybody wanted to be a conservative. And everybody wanted to be a Rush Limbaugh. And everybody thought they can do it. And it just changed everything. It changed everything. And we talked about nothing. All we talked about was Ronald Reagan, taxes. As much as I love Rush, did Rush ever get deep into, conservatives? I'm not conservative. Conspiracy, as you would call them? Never. Globalism? Never. UN? Maybe, but not really. It was very, very low. And that's why he did so well, because it was very easy to understand. Us versus them. We're talking about something which is going to be the history or the trajectory, the arc of conservatism, if that even exists anymore. You're going to have that. You're also going to have some really nasty, Let me tell you something. You know when the shit's going to hit the fan? During the deportations. That's when you're going to see the riots. Remember, I'm telling you this. You remember this? That's when you're going to hit the riots. That's when you're going to see this. That's when you're going to see it. And this is something you got to understand. They have been waiting for a BLM Antifa moment again. And they are setting up there saying, get ready. Right now, you've got this. The Illinois governor. You got the Colorado mayor. They're setting themselves up for the leadership in 2028. I stood up against Trump, and they've got to be crushed. Not violently, nothing that figuratively. They've got to be crushed because he's throwing his weight around considerably, and he, as a billionaire, says, I'm going to do this. This is it. Stop with the YMCA and look what's happening. This is happening next. This is it. This is the part. Keep an eye, because deportation, this is his moment. Remember the three things that Trump said he was going to do the first time: build a wall, drain the swamp, and lock her up. Well, that didn't go as expected, but it was a noble effort. He's got to have one thing. He has got to let Tom Homan go crazy, then sing YMCA, then sing it all you want. This is the only group of people, the Republicans I know, who instead of saying, yes, that's right. You tell them, Lionel, you tell them. They say, don't be so mean. We're having fun. What? Come on. Don't talk down to us. We're happy. What is all this talk about? I just want to go like this for a while. You'd be surprised how many people there are like that. But you know what? For me, I want to win this thing. And by the way, I want people to follow us, to be a part of this, who really are serious. If you want to sing, go to, I bet you there's a bunch of places you can just go and just sing. You just sing songs and you can have fun and do all this stuff, I guess. And then just talk about how great everything is. Wasn't he great? He's so great. Isn't it great? Isn't it? Oh, he's so terrific. Don't you love? Oh, I love Pete Hegseth. Oh, he was on Fox News. Oh, I love it. Matt Gaetz, forgotten. You notice that? Forgotten. Hegseth's got some serious problems coming up. But we'll see. We'll see. Why they ever picked him. See, this is one thing you're not going to want to know. Trump loves cool kids. That's why when you get a Stephen Miller, there's nothing. He's just ballsy. So Trump loves guts. That's why he loves that UFC business. And he also loves cool guys, attractive people, the beautiful people, the rich people, the whatever. He loves that. So if you're not beautiful or rich, you got to be ballsy and gutsy. Stephen Miller is the best. Bobby Kennedy, the name. Vivek, billionaire, almost, might as well be. Elon, no reason to bring that up. And I think we have one black. Do we have one? Isn't there one? HUD? Somebody HUD? And that's about it. I would have changed that. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think. Because I don't want to bring people down. Yay! Right, my friends. Tomorrow we're going to talk about why Anthony Fauci needs to be in prison. He needs to be indicted right away. Because what he did to this country and he did to the world is unforgivable. Do you hear me? Unforgivable. That's simple. So let me ask you something. Nelson, thank you. Pilgrim, Elizabeth Burleson, and Pilgrim, thank you. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m., same time, same place. Remember, I love this country, and I want to get those people. I'm not in this for fun. This isn't fun for me. This isn't fun for me. This is serious. This is war. And if you're with me, you'll join me tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And stay tuned for other stuff. Until then, my friends, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Dad.